Hey, thanks for tuning in. So on this week's episode, we're in central Alberta with Dan. And last year, Dan, we had an episode with him, I think he hunted 30 days for bear and just had the worst luck ever. Like, if you know Dan, he has the worst luck ever. Something always happens with him. Last year, first day of the hunt, he gets stuck. He's by himself in the middle of nowhere with no way to get out. Hunts the whole year, or 30 days anyway, and had one opportunity, it doesn't work out. So this year, a lot of research. If you know Dan, he's spending his time and sets up in the same area and goes to his camp by himself. He's always on these bear hunts by himself, or all of these hunts for the most part. Sets up a few baits this time and just waits and waits and waits at this camp. And he's literally in a wall tent, not some fancy hotel or a trailer or anything like that. But this time patience paid off. Check it out.
Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Scree Canada. This episode of Dirt Nap TV brought to you by these fine sponsors.
All right, here I am in central Alberta, hunting for black bears. It's been a pretty weird year. I've had the baits out for about 3 weeks now, and nothing. But tonight I finally had one of the baits hit my camera. I got one of those cell cameras, so I got notification immediately. I almost jumped right up out of my cot there and ran over to the bait, but I figured it'd be better to leave them tonight, let them get comfortable, and try and get in there early tomorrow and wait them out. Technology these days is crazy. It's like to have these cameras instantly sending feedback. The bears, there's the smaller bears back now. There was 3 bears that showed up there tonight. Smaller bears back at it now, but yeah, if you have a look here, we got a pretty decent bear showed up right there. He's a good bear. He's a shooter for sure. So tomorrow we're gonna go after him. And
All right, so I'd like the record to show that we are not sponsored by Spy Point, but Dan got a new toy and I think he loves it, so that's why he's all excited about it. But if Spy Point, if you're watching, call me. We'd love to have you on board.
what I like to do is I'll shoot a couple of field points, and then I'll shoot a broadhead just to make sure that we're on the same page with where we're hitting. So let's give it a go here. Mark here. I think we're good. Oh, looks like we're dead on there. We should be good to go. I'm gonna try and get some sleep tonight. It's gonna be a long night though, I can tell you that much. All right, I got my new cell camera up, and I got a brand new bait set up here. I am super excited. It took about 3 weeks, but the bears finally hit it. I've been stationed out here in camp for about a week now, and it's been pretty boring. I just putted around camp, and now finally the bears are on it. I love it. I just log into the app here and check this out. Trying to get the beaver out.
You know, you gotta love cell cams, but I guarantee all of us who have one, you look and there's that bear, that deer, that elk that comes out every single night at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 6:15, whatever time it is. And it's like clockwork. You're looking at your phone normally or your watch, and it's like, oh, 3 more minutes. Oh, he's a minute late. He's 10 minutes late. Then he doesn't show up. Every time. Every time. I swear I just don't want to look at my camera anymore, but you keep looking at it and you keep getting your heart broken. It's ridiculous, but we all do it. I don't know.
This segment brought to you by Scent Relief. This changes everything.
I've been working really, really hard for the last 2 years trying to get this all set up, and my original bait site hasn't had any action. It's been 3 weeks for both baits, and then we finally decided, the bears finally decided to hit our bait last night. We ended up with, I think 4 bears came in last night, so I tried to do the morning hunt, but the bears were here already at 4 a.m. They stayed till about 8:30, so we gave them a few hours just to do what they want to do, and then I came in. I'm hunting solo right now. I've got some beaver notes and stuff out. There's still a fair amount of food there, so I'm sure they'll be back. I just hope it's while I'm sitting here. Last night these bears showed up at 8 o'clock, pretty much right on the dot. It's now 25:02, so it's starting to get into prime time. I can't wait. Alright, well, there's only a few minutes left of legal light. No dice tonight, but that's the way it goes. It's hunting. I kind of feel like a girl who's been stood up at her prom. But I had really, really high hopes after everything that happened last night. But what do you do? Pretty much sums up night number 2. Crickets. I'll be back again in the morning. We'll see what happens, I guess. Every time you hear anything in the woods, you just think it's something coming in, and you usually think it's whatever you're hunting for. I'm hunting for bear, so I hear a crack, I assume it's a bear.
This segment brought to you by Tooth of the Arrow, 100% machined from solid.
Yeah, I just killed a bear. I just shot him. Yeah, like I am shaking right now. I think I need you to come here though, if that's all right.
That right there, that's what I live for. You know, you see him? It's like you're in the coldest of cold.
Yeah, I'll you know what? I think he's dead right now. I'm gonna sneak out of here. I'm gonna come and get my quad and stuff anyway. So I'll meet you at the highway at that turn, okay? Oh, come on.
Wait a sec. Did you guys catch that? 2 minutes earlier, he's on the phone. Hey, I'm going to sneak out of here. I'll meet you at the highway. I'm going to catch the quad. It's daylight out. Then he's coming out of the tree, and it's dark, and there's someone below him. I kind of think Mr. Dan might have hidden that tree until someone came up to help him. Could be wrong. He'll never give me the straight answer. That's what I'm betting on.
I'm so pumped right now.
Here's the arrow.
Look at the blood. All pink. Broadhead did its job, eh?
This segment brought to you by Elite Archery, makers of the world's most shootable bows.
So there's blood right away right there. Straight up here. Under one of these trees right here. There's blood right there. Blood here, yeah. Right here. There's the bear. Stiff. Nice. 5-foot bear. I thought he was a different bear.
It's tricky, right? Very first bear I ever seen come in, or that I should say I shot, because it was the first one I seen came in. I thought I knew everything about bear hunting, and a bear comes in, biggest bear in the world at that time. And I shot him, and it was like a 4.5-foot bear. The ground shrinkage on bear is amazing. You know, I think this bear was a little better than 5. That's a good first bear. And, you know, Dan takes the hide, he butchers all the meat, he's gonna make some sausage or whatever he makes out of it. I don't know, 50 days in, running out of time, not knowing any different either. That's a pretty damn good bear. Like, can't complain. Is it about the trophy? Is it about the experience? I think that's where it's at. And his buzz, his adrenaline rush there, that means more than anything, right? He's never going to forget that first bear. And, you know, he said he's a little disappointed, and we've talked since, and you know what, he'd do it all over again. He's pretty much eaten that entire bear now, and he's got a good rug made, and what more do you want? Like, that's why we do it. Beats being in the office and anything like that. So, you know, congrats, Dan, on your first black bear. And you know what? You're gonna probably sick a monster next year.
That sucks. It is what it is, man. I mean, it's my first bear. Definitely thought he was a different bear, though.
You reckon they're bigger on the island than out here?
Sometimes.
Is it just you get what you get?
Yeah. A little disappointed, to be honest, but that's what it is. All right. Well, I'm here with my first Alberta black bear. He's not a giant by any means, but a good little bear for first one. I was always told it happens to a lot of people where they accidentally shoot a bear they thought was a different one, or they thought it was a bigger one. It is what it is. I'm happy with him. I put a lot of work into this just to get this opportunity. The meat's gonna get eaten. The hide's gonna get used. Nothing's gonna go to waste about this bear. They're a pretty interesting creature, and honestly, they're a lot of fun to hunt. They're a lot of work. A lot of work goes into it. Like I said before, this is a 2-tag zone, so I now can go get my other tag and potentially hunt for just a monster. Everybody says that when the monster comes in, you'll know it. And my buddy here, Trent, is in from Victoria to harvest his first bear too, hopefully.
You know, time and time again, I've said to you at Dirt Nap TV here, we're not trophy hunters. We're just weekend guys, you know, after work. every weekend that we can get out there, we just go and hunt. And, you know, whether Dan shot a 8-foot bear or a 5-foot bear, to us it doesn't matter. That's not what we're about. We're not out for the booner or the pope every time we're out. It's just getting out there. It's no different than everyone else wants to do. We just want to get out and hunt. And, I'm proud of him and all the effort he put in, and he's just going to grow. So, if you enjoyed this week's episode, you can check it out again on our YouTube channel. Also, Wild TV now has their new app out, so every episode of Dirt Nap TV and all the episodes of any show on Wild TV is on this new app, so check it out. Also, if you could take some time and maybe take a peek at our Facebook and Instagram, just helps us grow. The more we grow, the more our sponsors love us, and then they give us stuff to give away, and and then we can do all sorts of crazy stuff and have a good time doing what we love to do. So we'd appreciate it if you could check that out as well. We'll see you next week here on Dirt Nap TV.
This episode of Dirt Nap TV brought to you by these fine sponsors.